What's up, Al? How we all doing? So we're back again with another video, this time match review of our match tonight, where it's finished Huddersfield Town 0, Sunderland 2. Where do we start then? So, well, before we start, I just want to say, it was the weather conditions were absolutely terrible. It was absolutely pissing down. The wind was howling. And just a shout out to all them Sunderland fans who travelled down there tonight. You were absolutely fantastic. I sang the whole game in the pissing rain, in the wind. Even seeing some supporters in there with just the Sunderland shirts on. Brave as out, hard as nails. So big shout out to each and every one of you that went down and travelled down. Fantastic support as always. On a Wednesday night down there in that weather, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. So anyway, onto the match then. So we started off then with two changes. So we had Patterson in goal, we had Luke O'Nien, Danny Batt, Bailey Wright, Dennis Serkin. In midfield we had Corey Evans. Embleton came in for Dan Neil. Patrick Roberts came in for the suspended Jack Clark. Alex Pritchard, Ahmed Diallo, and we had Leon Dejato was up top. And the first half was terrible really, and that was the conditions were bad for both teams, but I thought we were offered miles of it. Our passing again was terrible. Short passes behind our men, out of play, our tackling. I don't know what it was, but oh dear me, they were running through us. Half-hearted tackles, not tracking the men back, and it was a struggle. It was a massive struggle first half, and I think if we'd been playing a really decent team, would have been struggling. But having said that, you only play to what's in front of you. You would say they're struggling for form and confidence as well. But it was I think they shaded the first half. They were trying to play some nice football. We just kept giving it away. They weren't tracking our men. Our tackles were terrible. It wasn't sticking up top, and it just kept coming back. But we managed to get into half time at 0-0. Half time, Ellis Sims came on for Leon Dejato, who for me he wasn't in the League One player last season, and this season I don't know what he's done to get in the side. Took him off at half time. Sims came on, and although we looked a little bit better with him on the pitch, must be honest that the first 15-20 minutes of the second half we were just as crap. We were shit. Again, kept giving the ball away, running through us in centre midfield areas, not tackling, not tracking your men. Half-hearted tackles again, and it was looking like we're going to get beat. And then one moment of quality, we get the ball on the right hand side. Roberts cuts inside, for once lays it off. Ahmad gives it him back first time, crosses it in, and there's Pritchard, against his former team to make it 1-0. And if you're seeing the game, I think he enjoyed that with his celebrations. And that was, totally against the run of play, in my eyes. From what I would say, they just shaded it in terms of chances in possession. They were trying to play some nice football, but again, if you don't take your chances, which has happened to us numerous times this season, it comes back to bite you on the arse, and we've done that to them tonight. A moment of quality, and we're winning 1-0. And then the changes that Tony Mowbray made. He brought Abdullah Bar on. He brought Dan Neil, and I thought they were a difference in midfield. They looked lively, energetic. Bar was getting on the ball. Neil was getting on the ball. He was making passes. Bar was putting his body on the line, and he got booked for a tackle, which I thought was a cracking tackle. Their player unfortunately had to go off on a stretcher, but for me it was a fair tackle. They both went for the ball. They were just coming together, and he booked him for it, which I thought was terrible by the referee, but never mind. In the game we were not hanging on, but they were getting on top again, and then 90th minute, Matete tries to clear the ball, miskicks it second time, gets it to Ahmad. Ahmad breaks away into Sims. Sims with a great return ball into Ahmad's path, and Ahmad shot, and it seemed to take half an hour before it went over the line. It went through the keeper's legs, and I thought should have done better. Keeper I think was really poor. But we take it. It's a poor performance, but we've won 2-0, and it's a vital away win, a vital 3 points. Gets us back up the table, gets us back to winning ways, and can we take that on to Cardiff? But I just want to touch on the team selection really. I didn't understand how Tony Mowbray is bigging up these young players in his press conference and then not giving them a start. The time and time again they're coming on and they're changing games, especially Barr, who he's kind of impressed every time he's came on. So what's he got to do before he gives them a start? He keeps on playing these players who for me are out of form. Embleton, Pritchard, Dejaku. What's Jefferson Bennett got to do to get a start? Why isn't he putting them in? Why big them up and then not give them the chance? The first half we were absolutely atrocious. Roberts frustrating, cutting in, then trying to beat 3 or 4 men and instead of getting a shot away or laying it off, trying to beat another man and losing it, put us under pressure. So I think it's time that these young players are given a start and given a chance. It's hard to, yes, we're getting the win, but performance it was poor. It was poor, and they're getting away from it. Yes, the weather was terrible, but it was the same for both sides, and not, they were bottom of the league. The short on confidence, and for large parts of the game they were the better team. Two moments of quality has won us the game, and that's the facts. But player ratings, Anthony Patterson did well. He came for crosses in tough conditions. 7 out of 10. Luke O'Neill, I thought, was absolutely tremendous tonight. Bearing in mind he had to kind of deal with 2-on-1 for large parts of the game because Roberts, was just not tracking his man back whatsoever, or he was making half-hearted attempts for a run back, just jogging back, and Luke O'Neill was putting headers in, he was putting tackles in, putting his body on the line. So for me, 8 out of 10 for Luke O'Neill and man of the match. Bailey Wright, Danny Batt, Dennis Serkin, did well at the back. 7 out of 10 for 3 of them. Kept the clean sheet, kept them out. Corey Evans, 6 out of 10. I don't know if he took a knock and he went off injured, but again, in midfield, kept giving the ball away, not making tackles, players were running through him. Embleton the same. For me, when he starts games, he's not in the game enough. He seems to just do best as an impact player off the bench. So 6 out of 10 for Embleton. Pritchard, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 because he got the goal and took it well. But other than that, yes, he was energetic and he looks better than what he has done in the last few weeks. But for me, still not to where we need him to be. 7 out of 10. Roberts, I'm going to give him 6 because, yes, that moment of quality to get us the goal, but other than that, he frustrated time and time again. Either lost it or tried to cut inside and tried to beat too many men. Ahmad was probably a toss-up between him and Luke O'Neill for man of the match. I thought he was really good tonight. He's hold-up player. He gets on the ball, he tries to make things happen. And his return ball to Roberts for the goal, first time into Roberts' path was tremendous, wasn't it? It was first class. So I'm going to give Ahmad 8 out of 10 as well. Dejaku, 5 out of 10. He was, like I say, he's a nothing player to me. He doesn't contribute anything. He doesn't get into good positions. When he does get there, he fails to get his shot away. I think there was one chance in the first half where he had a chance have a shot, and he cut across it and it went past the post. When he's out wide, he doesn't get crosses in, so I don't know, like I've just touched on, I don't, whether Tony Mowbray just like to have that physical presence up front, I don't know, but I don't know, for me, he wasn't a League One player, and I know it was part of the contract to sign him, but we didn't have any choice. So overall, that's the player ratings for the players who started. Players who came on: Sims, 7 out of 10. Again, looked good, holding the ball up, winning headers, played a part in the second goal. Dan Neil, 7 out of 10, looked good when he came on, got on the ball, was trying to make tackles. Couple of times players ran through him again though, like was happening all night, but overall did well, 7 out of 10. Abdullah Bar, I thought, was great when he came on. He was putting tackles in, he was trying to play the ball through the lines, he was getting it out wide. Seems to always have time on the ball, and for me he should be starting games. Jay Matete, 6 out of 10, didn't really get into the game. Again, a couple of times players ran past him. He did play a part in the second goal though, and Jefferson Bennett came on for Pritchard at the end. Didn't really have time to show what he could do or get in the game, so 6 out of 10. So, but overall, it's probably a 6 out of 10 performance for the whole team. But like I say, we take the 3 points, we move on to Cardiff, and let's see if we can get back-to-back wins. And let's see if we can get these performance levels up. But for me, it's time for these young lads to be starting. And our mate I think he took a knock in the Luton game, got a bit of a groin strain. But for me, the likes of Barr, especially Barr, has to be starting games soon. But we'll see what Tony Mowbray does on Saturday. We're back at home against Cardiff, another team who were struggling for form. So let's get them back-to-back wins, and let's get on the right end of the table. But like I said at the start, big shout out to each and every one of the fans that went down there. Absolutely tremendous following, fantastic support all night in that terrible weather. Anybody travelling back who watches the video, take it easy, stay safe, and have a safe trip back. Watch out for the match preview that'll be coming up for the Cardiff game, probably tomorrow or Friday. But until then, thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. But take it easy, stay safe, and as always, we'll speak soon. Take it easy. Ta-ra.